My name is Sheeran, and in this video we will be discussing fraction multiplication. Here is our first problem. Joe's mom bought 5 pizzas for his birthday party. After everyone had eaten, there was 1/3 of each pizza left over. How much pizza was left over in all? Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pizzas in all. This is how many Joe's mom bought for his birthday party before anyone had eaten them. Now, after all the guests had eaten the pizza, there was 1/3 of each pizza left. You can see this illustrated by the blue on each pizza. The blue is the 1/3 remaining of each of the 5 pizzas. Now, how many pizzas were left over in all? One way to figure out how much pizza was left over is by using a repeated addition model, which is what you can see here. 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3, 5 times. Down here is simply the numbers counting how many thirds, groups of thirds there are. So 1/3 plus itself 5 times equals the number or the amount of pizza that is left over. Repeated addition is one way of finding out the answer to our problem, but for our purposes we are going to use multiplying fractions to find our answer. As we saw earlier, there are 5 groups of 1/3, so we multiply 5 times 1/3. Here we have 5 in a fraction form, 5 over 1 times 1/3. 5 times 1 equals 5, and 1 times 3 equals 3. 5 over 3 pizzas left, or 5/3 of a pizza. But wait, 5/3 is an improper fraction. How can we make it a proper fraction? That's correct. We divide 5 by 3. This can be written in several ways. 5 over 3, or 5 divided by 3 this way, or 5 divided by 3 with the divided by sign. Now, let's divide. 5 divided by 3 equals 1 2/3. Now, our equation tells us that there should be 1 2/3 pizza left over. Is this correct? Let's check using our illustration. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 1/3, and as we can see, it is equal to 1 2/3 pizzas. Now, to check my work, I ask myself, are there 5 groups of 1/3? And yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 groups of 1/3 pizza. Do the 5 groups of 1/3 add up to be 1 2/3? 1 whole and 2 parts of 3. So yes, they do. The correct answer is 1 2/3 pizza. Problem number 2. At Joe's birthday party, 1/2 of the 5 pizzas were pepperoni. How many pizzas were pepperoni? Here we see our 5 pizzas total. So how do we find out how much pizza is pepperoni? Let's look at our number sentence. What does it tell us? 1/2 of the 5 pizzas are pepperoni. So 1/2 times 5 over 1, which is 5, equals 5 over 2, or 5 halves. What is this number sentence telling us that we need to do? That's right, it's telling us that we need to divide 5 by 2. So here we have our 5 pizzas in our 2 groups. So we're going to put 1 pizza in each group, evenly distributing the pizzas to the groups. But now we have one left over. So now we have 2 whole pizzas in each group, and we have 1 pizza that's left. So what do we need to do with the pizza that's left? We need to divide this whole pizza into the 2 groups equally or evenly. So we need to divide this pizza in half. Now we have 2 halves, 1, 2, of our whole. So now we can divide the whole into the 2 groups. So 1 half is going to go in group 1, the other half will go in group 2. So now each group, group 1 and group 2, represents 1 half of 5 pizzas. How many pizzas are in each group? That is correct. There are 2½ pizzas in each group. So if half of 5 pizzas is 2½ pizzas, that would mean that 2½ pizzas were pepperoni out of the total 5 pizzas that Joe's mom bought. Is this true? Again, let's check. 1/2 times 5 equals the amount of pepperoni pizza. So here we have our number sentence, 1/2 times 5 over 1 equals 5 halves. 5 divided by 2 equals 2 1/2. So this is correct. The amount of pizza that was pepperoni was 2½ pizzas. Now for problem 3. Sally was at Joe's party and she was very hungry. Sally ate 1/2 of 2/3 of a pizza. How much of the whole pizza did Sally eat? Let's check out an illustration. Here is the 2/3 of a pizza before Sally ate any of it, right here. So each of these represents 1/3. So if Sally ate 1/2 of this amount, how much did she eat? To figure this out, we need to divide our 2/3 pizza into 2 groups. So 1/3 will go into group 1, the other third will go into group 2. Now each group has 1/3 in it. What does this mean as far as Sally and the pizza goes? That's right. This means that Sally ate 1/3 of the whole pizza. Now let's consider our number sentence. 1/2 times 2/3 equals 2/6. Now remember, 1/2 represents how much Sally ate of the 2/3 of pizza that was left. This equals 2/6. Now we must simplify. 2/6 divided by 2 over 2 equals 1/3 of a pizza. So our answer is Sally ate 1/3 of the total pizza.